Goodness. Jesus. Hey, how's it going? What's up? What you up to? Oh, who just bought a house? Is it a friend of yours? Friend's dad. So did they buy a house, or like they just moved to like an apartment or something? I don't think I've ever been to a housewarming party. Like ever. Which is crazy. Oh, you don't know if it's a house or an apartment or not. So your dad's going to? I just got finished taking my final exams. Monk's Blessing. What is that? Oh, okay. I'm trying to like, what is Monk's Blessing? Did you get them a gift? I'm just eating dinner. I just got home from class. So I have like, I don't want to dump it, but I have like Harold's. I have fish and jalapenos. Did you get them a gift? Oh, monks bless the house. Oh! So like real monks, of course they wouldn't be fake monks. So what is that like? Have you seen that before? Is it like a process? Oh, so you don't have to give gifts. It's just about the monks blessing the house. So what do they do to bless the house? I've never seen that before. That sounds cool. And so, like, how many monks are there going to be? That's a nice thing. I never thought about like rituals and stuff. Oh, there's always 9. Wow. So do you have to pay them? Or are these like family friend monks? This is like a normal thing that everybody does. Did you have monks bless your house? Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. And also, why are there 9 monks? What's the significance of 9? I don't know if we have anything like that. Like typically when somebody buys a new, like moves into a new house or apartment or something, like everybody comes over and there's food and you show them around and you get them like gifts. They do kind of like a registry. So of things that they would need, like, I don't know, blenders or rugs or dish detergent, you know, stuff like that. You just bring them gifts. But I don't think we have any sort of like rituals where you'd have like a spiritual leader come over and like bless the house. But that's a really good idea. I don't know any monks. Probably wouldn't use monks. It's a really nice thought though. Like people would just bring here, they would just bring like flowers and like food, and there'd be lots of food. How long? So do you all participate in the monks while they're doing their thing, or does everybody just watch? That's really cool. Is there an official name? Mm, 9 is a lucky number. Odd numbers are lucky. Oops, wait. Odd numbers are lucky. They also put a triangle sign on the entrance. Catholics get their house blessed. Also, I'm not sure. Let you know. No, we chant. Everyone except we chant, except me. You don't chant. Okay. So do you? But do you have to pay them? Hey, Sprinkles. Happy Thursday. What's going on? What are you doing? I just got home from my final exam. So it was a whole debacle. You have to slow chant active. That is why this is long. But do you have to pay them? Like, do you order them? Or is it like a family friend? The monks specifically. Are they like family friends? That's interesting. And I kind of feel like I've sort of heard about this before. But it was like a very long time ago. I really wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow. I was thinking about taking off. But I took off today to study for my final. And I have a lot of work to do. So I don't actually think I should take off again tomorrow. Because I'm going to be out of the office a lot over the next couple weeks. But I really, really, really want to take off. The good thing though is because I finished my finals this week, I have 2 weeks of spring break. So the only other thing I have to do is I have like one additional extra credit opportunity where I have to do some sort of case study on corruption and fraud. So I'm going to do that because I want the extra credit just in case. You can never be too safe. I'm pretty sure I have an A in the class, but just to make sure, I'm going to do the extra credit too. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, and then I'm officially done with this quarter. And I get 2 whole weeks for spring break, which is great. I'm so happy. I cannot wait. I've already started making a list of like everything I'm going to do while I'm off. I don't have to do any school. So I'm like absolutely exhausted mentally. Because I haven't had a break since, I want to say, I haven't had a break since like the end of December. And then before then, I didn't have a break since September. So like, I'm tired. But the good thing is I'm almost done. So I just got to hang in there. I have 1 more quarter till that goes to June, May. I think it goes to the end of May. And then I'm out for the summer. So, really happy about that. So happy I have 2 weeks. So everyone will be seeing a lot more of me, which I'm excited about. Who else joined? I'm trying to see. I've got my plate here, but I'm trying to see who. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the comments. Like down here in my lap. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hey, Tommy, what's up? What you doing? How's it going? What's new? Thanks for joining. Did you thumbs up? Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I just got home. I'm taking my finals, my final exam, and I'm like feeling like I can finally like breathe and like calm down, because I'm telling you, particularly this one class. I was taking 2 classes, but only one of them had an actual final in. It was like an absolute horror nightmare. Not doing too much. I'm just eating dinner now. I just got home. I got my dinner. So it's a little messy. But I got fish and, what do you call them? Jalapeno poppers from Harold's. So I just finished my final exam. And my professor was awful. You could tell, I hate when you have professors that you know they know the information, but they're not actually teaching you the information. It's really annoying. That was what I had. So she's real unorganized and she didn't cover the material well. And so I was like freaking out for weeks because I don't know like what to expect for the exam, because she's actually like not teaching in the actual class. So it was a complete disaster, full of stress. Thanks. Well, it is what it is at this point, because I took the exam maybe like 2 hours ago. So I'm just waiting for grades. They'll be posted sometime within the next week and a half. But like I was saying, I have like, she gave us one more opportunity to do extra credit. And since I don't know how I did on the final, I'm going to do the extra credit just to make sure, because every point, like literally 1 point can push you from a B to an A or a C from a D to a C. So I'm going to make sure I do everything and cover all my bases. Where are you from, Tommy? I'm in Chicago. And can I just say, Chicago absolutely came through today, even though I was almost injured because it's so windy here. Like, it's been freezing for weeks, and today it was like 50-something degrees. It was the best day of the entire year so far. It was absolutely beautiful. Literally after a hurricane. It was like a hurricane earlier in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden, it's like 50 degrees and beautiful. So I went to the city to go to class, and Connecticut. So what's your weather like right now? I'm telling you, tomorrow, and this is how people get sick. Today it was 50-something. Tomorrow it's dropping back down to like 39 or something ridiculous. But anyway, it was just so nice. I was able to wear a light jacket. I didn't get covered with rain because it was literally a hurricane earlier. But it was just so windy that like the wind literally almost knocked me down. Physically knocked me down as I was trying to walk to like class. It was ridiculous. I physically had to stop walking and just stand still for like a minute, because I was like, I physically could not walk. So it was nice today, but it's been like freezing here. So I like really appreciate the fact that the weather was 50 degrees, even if it was only for a day. Hopefully the temperatures starting next week, it'll start rolling. And I was talking to my classmate, it's going to be so hard to go back to class next quarter, because it's going to be spring and the weather's going to be great. And so I absolutely do not feel like sitting inside and studying when the weather's awesome. So what part of Connecticut are you in? And have you ever been to Chicago? Have you ever been, have you always lived in Connecticut or did you move there from somewhere else? I've always been in Chicago. And I've never visited Connecticut. Mm, never been to Chicago. You should come. But if you do come, come in the summer. Don't waste your time coming in the winter. Because it's absolutely gorgeous in the summertime. But I'm telling you, we don't even have that much of a summertime. It's like maybe 2 months, a solid summer, and then it just gets cold again. I would like to visit Connecticut. Hartford. Okay. Hartford, Connecticut. Don't laugh at me, but I'm not good with like geography. Connecticut, are you close to the, what do you call it, the ocean? Like the coast? You're like kind of over there, right? Are you up? Are you down? Because I know like they have great seafood on the coast. The East Coast specifically. So I was just wondering, like if you have access to all of that. I want to visit for the food, the East Coast. Oh no, look at this. So I got poppers because I'm trying to eat fish and fruits and vegetables. And although my meal is fried, it is a jalapeno, which technically is a vegetable, if you really want to be literal. But this one looks kind of burnt and crusty. You see that? That's gross. I had to like pick that off. That's nasty. I'm very displeased with that. Let's see if I can scrape it off. Oh, I can pick it off. See, there's the jalapeno in there. Yum, yum. I'm so relieved that I get to 2 whole weeks off, you guys. I was thinking to myself, oh, I should just take naps for 2 whole weeks. But then I was like, I should probably do all the things I've been wanting to do this whole quarter and haven't been able to because I have homework and stuff. So now I'm up to like a list of like 5 things that I want to do over spring break, and none of them are sleeping. So I feel like I have to make up for lost time and try to get all the good stuff in before I have to go back to class. So I'm gonna try to juggle that, which I'm not looking forward to. So Tommy, do you have a channel? Have you been on YouTube long? So what do you do on your channel? Tell us all about it. So if anybody's interested, they can go check you out. How long have you had it? When do you post? What kind of videos do you do? So my channel is kind of like a bunch of everything. I couldn't say I'm any one particular type of channel. You know, like some people are mukbangs, some people do hauls, some people do travel, some people do fishing, some people do hunting, some people do paranormal activity. Me, I don't do most of those things. Not yet anyway. I am going to go fishing as soon as the weather lets up because there's a couple of fishing places by me. But primarily, I just do like hauls and talk about finances and, well, my finances. And I talk about school because I'm in school and just a little bit of everything. And some mukbang sometimes. I just like to flow, go wherever life takes me, and bring everybody along if they care. So what do you do on your channel? Or do vlogs too? I like vlogging. It's a little odd though when people stare at you while you vlog, but you get used to it after a while. You do scratch off, football pickup. What is football pickup? Like, what is that specifically? You play football? Like on, you know, football pick. What's that specifically? That's another thing too. Scratch offs. You know how YouTube has this little, what do you call them, like niches. I didn't realize scratch offs was such a big deal. It's a big deal. People like to watch you like do scratch offs. No, I pick football games. What do you mean you pick them, like fantasy football? Or are they like football video games? And can you tell me with the scratch offs, like what do you think, because I didn't realize so many people did them. What do you think is like the draw for people to like watching you do your scratch offs? Have you ever won big? I'm sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm very intrigued though. It's always nice to like meet people who do different stuff than you do and to just see like what people are interested in. Week pick, I do them with my kids and my girlfriend. Okay. So do you, wait, you do the scratch offs or the football with them? Probably the scratch offs. What made you think to start doing that? Have you ever won big? That'd be exciting. No, footballs. Okay, you do the footballs with your kids and your girlfriend. What made you start the scratch offs? I haven't won big yet. So how often do you post? Do you post weekly? And those are like the two main things for your channel? I really hope I did well on my final. Because it would suck if I didn't get an A. I'd be actually pretty upset. And where do you buy your scratch offs from? Do you get them from like the gas station? Or like, I don't know, the 7-Eleven? I don't know where else you buy. Or the grocery store? You can buy them in the grocery store. Do you get them from the grocery store? Family Dollar? Okay. Aren't they closing Family Dollar? Did you see that in the news? The last one. Okay. I saw in the news or online or something that the Dollar Tree owned Family Dollar, and I think they overpaid for it or something. So either they're trying to restructure, or I think it was Family Dollar. Either they're trying to restructure or they're going to get rid of them all. I don't know. Wasn't it Family Dollar? Anything that like happens with the Dollar Tree like concerns me, because I go to the Dollar Tree probably weekly for just, they have just a little bit of everything. And what I've noticed is they've been, I don't know about you in your area, but in my area, all the Dollar Trees are getting a huge makeover. And so they're like, they have brand name foods, like real brand name foods, like Evian, Ice Mountain, Hostess. Like they have all they're starting to get like Lucky Charms, you know, like all the brand name stuff. It says, I have my good days, my bad days. If I have a bad day, I do not look to post it. Why not? You can't only post the good stuff. We want to see like the real of the real. So people want to see not only when you win something, but when you lose something too. It's part of the experience. So it's fine if I'm asking, like, if it's too personal. But, like, how much do you spend on your tickets? Like, you do them every week? I'm not, like, familiar with the different ways to play the lotto. I know you can, like, they sell them at my grocery store, all the different, it's like a whole case of them. But I don't get, like, the differences, like, of them, the levels or whatever. So you have, like, a strategy for which ones you buy or how much you spend. Or which, like, I don't know, which days of the week you decide you want to buy them, or I don't know. Like, what's your strategy? No, you have not played too much. Okay. I can't remember. I can't even remember the last time I played the lotto. It's been like years. It was probably like, I want you know what's funny? Every year somebody gives me like a lotto ticket for my birthday, and I probably have a stack of them from the last couple years. I've never actually scratched them. I should probably, if I can find them, I should probably do that on camera. See what happens. That would be interesting. So with your football, do you also do like the fantasy football? Hey Oreo, how are you? What's up? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to thumbs it up on your way in. I'm just chatting with Tommy about his channel. And he does like scratch offs and football stuff on his channel sometimes. Tell us about your channel, Oreo. I have $25 ticks. I'm doing my 50th birthday. Oh, okay. $25. Wait, but okay, so the ticket, $25 ticket. So you have, how many $25 tickets do you have? And when's your birthday? Are you going to do it live? That'd be cool. I want to see that. When's your birthday? Is it coming soon? Thanks, Oreo. Tell us about your channel, too. What kind of content can we expect to see from you? And when do you post? $27. Oh, yes, live. Okay. That's awesome. 10 a.m. All right. I have like, I want to say at least three family members whose birthday is in March. It's like March is like a heavy month for like gift giving. Like everybody's trying to take all my money in March. It's no fun. Wait, so how many tickets? So is it, I don't know, is it, you're doing the $25 scratch off? So how are the scratch offs different than like when you go and you tell them I want number 6, 7, and 22? Like what's the difference between those? Well, I know like when you tell them you want, you give them like the numbers you want. What do they do? Drop the ball, little balls for those, and the scratch offs. Like who are the scratch off tickets coming from the same place as the when they drop the little balls? Oh, and you know what? Crazy fact, no judgment though. I was listening to Dave Ramsey's TV show today, or his show, whatever, on YouTube, and he said that lotto winners, like the ones who win really, really big, are like 4 times more likely to file bankruptcy than like the average person. I thought that was crazy. It says your channel is about decorations, displays, DIYs, and other things here and there. I really don't post regularly because it's really, really difficult for me, but I do post when I can. Absolutely, it's very difficult, Oreo. We don't judge you because it's hard for me. Like, I've been very consistent since I started YouTube back in August. And so I used to post, it's all luck. Yeah. I used to post daily back in August. And then I want to say towards like maybe December or, oh yeah, probably December. Between December and January, I just said, you know what? I'm doing a lot. I tried to participate in like Vlogmas, and I realized I was doing a whole lot. And so then I was like, well, maybe I need to scale this back to 3 times a week because I'm stressing myself out here. And nobody's watching all my stuff. And you go to school. Yeah, exactly. And I got a full-time job, right? So I was doing a lot. It was a whole lot. And I realized nobody's going to watch my videos every single day. And I'm tired posting a lot. So then I just went down to 3 days a week. And I've been doing that since, like I said, December or January. And then I started, one second, I have to blow my nose. I don't want to be rude. So that's still a whole lot for me. 3 days a week. Yeah, absolutely. Completely understandable. So yeah, then I started posting like 3 days a week since January, and way more manageable. Way more manageable. But the past, I would say, week and a half, because I was approaching like, I think my glasses are dirty. I was approaching finals week. I'm like even more tired, and I can't do everything at once and be everybody. So I think I posted maybe 2 times last week, and so far I only posted once this week, which is, excuse me, horrible. But, and I actually do have like content. I just haven't edited it. Had time to edit it yet. So I'm definitely going to be getting on top of things while I'm off on spring break. I totally have to catch up. It says, in my vids, I go to Family Dollar, show some ticks in the store. So, so you like, do you take us like with you, with the camera, like you take us in to buy it? It says, your children are both grown now, but I do have my own business, and it seems that I'm always against the wall with that. Yeah, it's a lot. So what's your business? What do you have your own business? I hope to have my own business one day. That would be nice. I feel like people always say, oh, I wish I could quit my job and go work for myself. But the reality is, not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. It's a lot, because when you become everything you probably hate about your current job, where you have a boss or an executive director or something, and you're like, they don't ever think about the little guy. Like, you will then become the executive director or the boss, and it's a lot more responsibility being the boss. So, it says, oh, you have a tire business. Okay, that is so great because I need new tires. And maybe you can tell me this since you know about new tires, because I am thoroughly irritated and I feel completely gypped. So I got my car. I was walking into Story Show Off stores by my apartment. Okay. So yeah, I got my little car. It's probably like 7 years old now. The original tires were on the car for like at least 4 years. No problems. Clearly they were quite bald, but no problems because I had very low mileage on the car. Like, even now, I think I only have maybe 60,000 miles on my car, and it's like 7 years old now, I want to say. But original tires, Honda, this whole time, no problem, right? So then I go and switch them because they keep telling me they're bald. Whatever, they were fine. But I got new ones, and I got Goodyear tires, and the stupid thing has a by the, I don't know what you call it, like the sensor or something, and it is messed up, and they will not give me a new tire. They keep trying to, they charge me like, I don't know, $25 or something to fix it, to like fix the sensor, but it's still like messed up. And then they tell me that, I don't know who did it, because I didn't do it, because I don't mess with the tires, but they went and put, they put, what is it, like chrome caps on the air, you know, the little air spigots or whatever, and they were like corroding on there, and I had no clue. So I go to like, what did I go to? I went to like Discount Tire. So where are you from, Oreo? I went to Discount Tire because they put air in it for free, and they're telling me like, oh, we can't get the cap off the little spigot to put the air in it. And I was like so upset. And so 2 of them were like that Summit food when I went. And I've only ever had it serviced at Honda at 2 different locations. One of them crazy fools put chrome caps on top of the Tampa. Okay, I've never been to Tampa. I went to Orlando for the first time last year. It was so much fun. You all have the best fruit, fresh fruit in Florida. Let me tell you, we have some dry, crusty stuff up here in Chicago in comparison to you all. Absolutely amazing. You should feel oh so blessed, outside of the fact you all have hurricanes and stuff, which is a huge problem. I wouldn't trade it for that. But you all have the best fruit. I have never had so much fresh fruit. And you all have like, what is it called? Guava? Is it guava in your McDonald's pies? Like, we have the regular apple pie, and we get the pumpkin pie, and we have what is it, like strawberry and cream. But when I was in Orlando at the airport, the McDonald's had like, I think it was guava, like guava, whatever, guava in your apple pie, in your McDonald's pies. I was just so jealous. It was the best. I am so jealous. I'm so jealous. You should feel blessed. Florida has the best fruit. Everything was fresh. And I don't know, I'm assuming it's all of Florida because it's warm and humid and stuff, right? I was at a resort, and so, you know, resorts try to give you nicer food anyway, but I'm thinking it was just everywhere. Like, it was just a completely different variety of fruits, and it was just a completely different, like, it's like you grew it. It's like it was grown there, and it wasn't shipped in. Like, I'm sure all of our stuff is shipped in up here. Like, everything shipped in, and it was frozen and then deep thawed, and then frozen again, and then, yeah, guava pies. Yeah, it was guava and something so good. Hey, Rasta, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to thumbs it up as you all come in. So yeah, it was like the best thing ever. It was guava, and it was in the airport. Hey, Mountain, how's it going? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. We're just talking about, what are we talking? Oh, my tires. So Oreo's gonna give me some advice because I'm having problems with my tires. So the people, somebody, I went to have it serviced, and I've only ever had it serviced at Honda at 2 different Honda locations. I've never gone anywhere else for anything else. So somebody put chrome tops on my little air spigots, the air spigots that come out of the tire. So I got this whole new set, original tires on the car for like 4 years. No problem. They were just a little bit bald, kind of, but they were still functioning just fine. I go get this brand new set of Goodwill tires, and something's wrong with the sensor, and I got a slow leak, or the sensor's broken, or something's wrong. And so they tried to fix it. They charged me to fix it. It didn't work. the thing's still broken or something. I don't know. But then somebody put chrome little tops on my air spigots, and then two of them corroded. And so the guy, I go to like get my air filled up because I always struggle, so I go let them do it for me. And so they do it for free at Discount Tire. And the guy's like, oh, sorry, miss. Like, you got corrosion on your spigots. With somebody put chrome caps, and you're only supposed to have plastic caps. How do I know this? Why would, if you know they're going to corrode, car place, Honda specifically, why would you put the chrome spigots on my tires knowing I got a problem? So now the guy is like, I don't want to turn it too tight, and then it may break and you may have to get a whole new tire. We can fix it for you, because they're always trying to sell you something. No judgment, Oreo, but you're always trying to sell me something. They're like, oh, we can fix it for you, but it's like $25 for this and $75 for that, and it'll be $95.52 when they're done. And I'm like, for an air spigot? I was like, leave it on there. It's fine. So they were able to like jangle off one of them. One of the little chrome caps, it did come off. He twisted it a little bit and it came out. So I was like, oh, thank God that's one of them. And so I was like, then they're going to try to charge. I was like, well, I need little caps. So they were going to try to charge me for little caps to replace it with. And I was like, forget it. Don't worry about it. So then the other one, and I actually need to look at it now, because I've gone to them a couple times and they told me that the last one, they couldn't get it off. They were like, I don't know. I don't want to try it and then mess it up, because then you're going to have to buy a whole new tire or some crap. And so I was like, but the good thing is that it says, no. We don't sell business like that. Okay, so we are talking about the tires. Oh, that's the thing. These Goodwill tires now at this point are they can't be more than 3 years old. They're probably 2 years old, because I bought them in December. It was not last December, and it was not December before. So maybe they're 3 years old, maybe now. But that's the thing, like, the little sensor was messed up from the beginning. And so they keep telling me like something's wrong with the sensor or the spoke or whatever. And I'm just like, I had my original tires on my car for like 4 or 5 years. Never had a problem. No slow leaks, nothing. And then I go buy Goodyear tires, and all of a sudden it's like so I don't know if I'd ever want to see a Goodwill tire ever again. What brand would you recommend? I don't know. And then some fool put chrome tops on the air thing, and I can't get one of them off, and I just don't know. And I was like, I'm so frustrated. I'm like, I'm just going to jangle it until the thing comes off. And then I was thinking, can I put oil on it? Will that get it off? I was like, maybe I could heat it a little bit and that will come off, but that'll probably make it melt more, right? That's probably not the best idea to, like, if I just take a lighter to it, maybe that'll work. I don't want to like bang on it, because I don't want to like further damage it. But it's just like, absolutely, I'm just like really disgusted to know, because like I've never had like any major issues with my car or anything. And all of a sudden I had to get the new tires because they were bald. Okay, whatever, I get it, whatever. So I bought the freaking tires, not a big deal. I guess I can't complain, because that's the only major thing I've ever had to replace on it outside of the battery. So I wasn't complaining. In like, what was it, 5 years? I think it was like 5 years. 4 or 5 years, but when I replaced them, I was like, okay, I've never replaced anything major. I've never done anything to the car outside of an oil change. I've never had to. And all of a sudden, I have to get new tires. It's fine. Not a big deal. I was okay with replacing them because I haven't had any issues. But then somebody decides to make an executive decision on my tires to put little chrome things on there. And so one of them now is stuck, and I don't know how to get it off. So if anybody watching has a suggestion on how I can get a chrome cap that's corroded onto my tire off, I would greatly appreciate it, because I do not want to have to pay. But then I was thinking too, because every time my tires go low, that tire never goes low. So I figure because the cap is corroded on, the air is not leaking out. So that tire is never low. It's always like the other one. So I was like, maybe I should just leave it alone. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know what I should do. I don't know. It's just like these things. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I need somebody to tell me what to do, because I don't know how to fix it. So I have to go somewhere and just buy, because at this point, I think maybe only the corroded one is the only air thing that actually has a cap on it. So I should probably go get caps for all the rest of them. It's just very frustrating. especially the sensor thing. The sensor thing is really, really frustrating because the freaking tires weren't even a year old when the leak or the valve or the sensor or whatever starts malfunctioning or acting crazy. And I had those other tires for 4 years and they were fine. Never had a problem. Never had a flat tire. Never had to patch a tire, nothing. It was like gravy. And I got all these problems. So I don't know if I'm going to like leave Goodyear because I'm just thoroughly frustrated, or I don't know when it's time for me to get new tires, like what other brand I should try. I guess Goodyear's like the main one. I don't know who else makes tires. I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. Because I don't know what to do. Quite confused. It's like, so I was thinking, I'm trying to decide. Let me know if you, anybody who's in here, if you have suggestions. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And my car too, it's just getting older. And I feel like, hey Jim, what's up? Thanks for coming in. How are you? Happy Thursday. Don't forget to thumbs it up. What have you been up to? You hit your goals lately? I know you're hitting a lot of goals in Val's chat. Where are you now? What's your number? I feel like I'm stuck. I'm absolutely stuck over here. And I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I'm just going to go with it. So we're just talking about, I had my final exam today. And my teacher was just a complete and epic disaster. She's like just the most non-teaching teacher I've literally ever had. It's just like unbelievable. So I've been like freaking out for weeks because 229, awesome. Awesome. Congrats. You broke 200. That is awesome. Almost at 250. That's great. So yeah, I have finals today. And I only have one more assignment to do for that class, and it's optional. It's extra credit, which I'm going to take full advantage of because you just never know. That extra 5 points could take me from a B to an A. If I have a B right now, I don't know. I'm somewhere in the range of A, B, and I'm trying to end this with an A because I've only gotten 1 B so far in my program, and I would like to keep it that way. So I'm definitely going to do this extra credit, which actually seems like it'd be kind of interesting because it's about like fraud and corruption, which is totally always interesting, right? So I'm going to do that tomorrow, and then I'll officially be on spring break for the next 2 weeks. So you're going to see a lot of me because I've been missing in action for the past couple months because especially towards the end of this quarter, it's been very stressful, very stressful. And so I haven't been able to be in these YouTube streets as much as I wanted to be. So now that I'm on spring break, I'm all yours. Give me hugs. Everybody give me a hug. I missed you. I missed you all. We're going to be friends. We're going to be bestest buddies for the next 2 weeks until my next quarter starts. And then we'll have to take some time apart. But we can do it. We can love each other and enjoy each other now and chat and be friends. So yeah. Oh, and if you know anything about tires, I have a couple of dilemmas. One is Goodwill. The Goodwill tires that I bought are not doing me any justice, I feel. So I'm trying to debate on like other brands of tires that I can do next time I need to get new tires. I don't know what other brands there are. And also, do you know how to get a corroded, little sex valve thing you put the air in? I have a corroded cap on there and I don't know how to get it off. WD-40. Okay. Oh, I didn't think of that. Huh. What do you use that for? Like squeaky doors and stuff? WD-40. I need to write that down. WD-40. That's on the list. Anything else? I was thinking about, that's like an oil, right? I think it's like an oil. Get some WD-40. What is Coca-Cola? What is that? Can you buy that AutoZone or like Target or something? What is that? I've never heard of that. It's like an oil? Oh, Coke. Put some Coke on it. How do you... No, you can't use Coke because Coke will... Don't people use Coke for like to clean rusty nails and stuff? Won't that like... Oh, duh, because it's corroded. Oh, duh. That makes sense. I wasn't thinking. Okay. Oh, that's a good idea. And it's probably cheaper than a WD-40 because they have Coke at the dollar store. That's a great idea. Oh my gosh. But will that destroy the metal of the, I mean, how do you know, like, how does Coke know to stop, to like stop when it's done cleaning the corrosion versus corroding new stuff? You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to get the corrodedness off, but I don't want to mess up the metal of the air thing. And I'm trying to think, how would I, because since it's turned up, how would I even submerge it in Coke? Have you tried this before? Do I need to leave it sitting on the Coke, or should I just like rub it with Coke for a few minutes? Like a Coke soaked towel? Or do I need to like submerge it for some time? What would you do? That's a great idea. I can get some bottle of Coke from the dollar store. You all are great. I need to ask you. I have a lot of issues I'm trying to think of that I just don't have the answers to. You all are great. I'm going to have to bring you. Oh, this is great. You all got great ideas. WD-40 and Coke. That'll fix my tires. Now, does anybody know which brand of tire I should look into the next time I have to replace my tires? Because Goodwill has annoyed me. Goodyear, not Goodwill. Goodyear. I don't know what other brands of tires there are. Does Honda make like just tires? Because my original tires on my car were from Honda. So can I just buy Honda tires, like more tires from Honda, or do you have to get them from like, well, the dealer sells like brands though. So can I like go to Honda and buy Honda tires again because they worked for the first 4 years? Sam's Club. Okay, Sam's Club. Okay, so I can go to Sam's Club, but what brand? Because I would imagine it's about the brand. Because like the Honda ones work, the Goodyears got messed up sensors or whatever. What other brands of tires are there? I have no clue. This is great information. So Coke, I'm actually literally writing down a list, literally, because I truly appreciate your help. This is great. I'm going to get the caps off. The little corroded, I'm going to be able to actually get the corroded little cap off. This is wonderful. So happy. It says you can ask an associate. I think they have different brands. Yeah, but those associates, man. How do you know? Here's my struggle. How do you know if, well, of course the associate can tell you like which brand they sell the most of, then yeah, that'd be great. But how do you know if they're not supposed, you know how like in retail you upsell stuff because that's the deal that you know the store has made? How you know you're just not trying to upsell me something because that's the contract you have with that particular company? How do I know it's really the best? So what, you all tell me, what kind of tires do you all have on your cars? If you don't have, and even if you do have the original cars, like, I don't know if you have like a Jeep, you have originally, I would imagine Jeep tire. I guess Jeep makes tires. Like, what brand of tires do you currently have? And then two, I think this is the first year. Sorry, off the car topic while you're telling me like what kind of tires you have. I think this is like the first year that I'm ever actually going to do any legitimate spring cleaning. And I'm going to throw away a lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. I'm really excited about that. Since I got these 2 weeks off, I'm going to figure out what I can get rid of. What else though with the car? I was trying to think. Oh, you know what? Another thing too. If anybody knows, I've always wanted like the remote start, to get the remote start on my car, but I don't know who makes like a good one. You know, like I imagine it probably only costs like $500-600. That's fine. But I don't know like who to go to. Like if there's a popular brand that I should be focusing on. Does anybody have remote start on their car? because I definitely need to. Oh, you're back. I'm too late to tell you. No, go ahead. Please tell me. Somebody told me to use WD-40 and somebody said try Coke to get the like corrosion off. What did hubby say? I appreciate the wisdom. Hubby said take a small pair of tweezers and hold the sensor while using another pair of tweezers to loosen. Oh, to loosen the cap. It's all you could do. Okay. Now, if it breaks, then you would need to replace the sensor to add it with a regular valve. The only thing with changing the sensor and the regular valve is that the sensor light will always stay on. Oh, man. This really does sound like surgery. Like legit surgery. Like a doctor for a freaking car. That's hilarious. I feel like I'm not equipped to handle such meticulous so I need 2 pairs of tweezers. I need to hold hold the tweezers, hold the sensor. I'm telling you, I wouldn't even know which part is the sensor. I feel bad. That's a little embarrassing, but I wouldn't even know which part is the sensor. I guess I could Google that, right? Maybe I could like peel off, like take a tweezer and try to peel off the cap. Only thing is that changing the sensor to a regular valve is that the sensor light will always stay on. That's a little dangerous because you may think, oh, it's always just on and you really have a flat tire. The sensor is the piece where the cap is. Oh. So is the sensor the little prong? I said spigot. Prong, is the sensor the prong part? I would imagine so. That's where you put the air, right? The prong valve part. Oh, this is so interesting. I would feel so, if I could do the prong, okay, great, thank you. Thank you. I would feel like really handy if I could actually do that. Tell them I said thank you, though. Definitely thank you. 2 tweezers, steady hands, and potentially a permanently on sensor light. That's messed up. So I have to, do they sell like sensors, you think, on Amazon? Where do you buy that from? Can I like just go to a car dealership and say, hey, I'd like to buy a sensor off you? Or is that something I would need? Do they sell those in AutoZone? Hey, Joe. How are you? Thanks for joining. Thumbs it up. What's up? How's it going? We're just talking about I'm having tire issues. I'm trying to figure out, I have a corroded cap on my tire valve, and so I'm trying to figure out, Oriel just said that I need some tweezers, 2 pairs of tweezers and some steady hands, and I could potentially get the cap off of the prong, which is the same thing as the sensor, which I just came to that conclusion through this conversation. And I'm also trying to figure out the next time I have to buy new tires, what brand I should go with, because I have Goodyear, not Goodwill. Says, I just was told I need all 4 tires changed. When you change the center, you would have to program it again. Oh, crap. How do you program it? I don't feel like that's an option on my dash. Does that involve me, like, going under the hood? Oh, my God. This is very involved. This is becoming very, very involved. So how long have you had your tires, Joe? Because before I had to replace mine, I had mine for the dealer could do that. See, I know the dealer, but the dealer keeps trying to charge me. And I have a problem because I bought my tires from you, dealer. And I understand, dealer, that you get your tires from Goodyear. However, I don't want to keep paying to have a sensor replaced. You just keep doing the same thing. You just keep replacing the sensor. Same sensor. Over and over replacing it. And I keep getting charged. I have a problem. I have a problem with that. So yeah, Joe, we're all in the same boat here with our tires. What kind of tires are you going to buy? What kind do you have now? What kind are you going to buy? Are you going to stick with the same brand? What brand is that? Are you happy with that brand? I currently have Goodyear. I could go somewhere else. It's not been the best year. Get it? Pun intended. Crack myself up sometimes. It says, I had mine for 2.5 years. My car is a 2016, but the snow has been trying. Wait, where are you, Joe? Where's Joe's natural oasis? Where are you from? We're from, I'm from Chicago, and we have Tampa in the house in Connecticut. It says, I have a Honda Civic Coupe. It's my best little friend. Been very good to me all these years. It's my first ever real car, first ever car purchase. Love her. She's my bestie. Couldn't imagine. I could imagine a Honda Accord. Nope, Civic Coupe. Yeah, Honda Civic Coupe. It says PA. I think it's been one of the worst winters. Really? Yeah, we've had some rough ones. It's been cold here. Today, that was beautiful. Like, I can honestly say thank you to Chicago. It was like 50-something degrees. Although the wind almost took me out, physically took me out. I physically had to stop walking down the street because physically the wind was going to take me out. I had to stand there and ground myself for dear life. It's like, that has never been the case. It's been windy, but I physically had to stop walking and just stand there because I was like, I can't even imagine a tornado. So today was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Outside of that one little situation. No, I'm serious. You're laughing. I was walking and it was tough. And I was literally, and you know it's tough when you end up like on an incline and you're trying to walk. Like you're trying to physically push yourself through the wind. And then all of a sudden you're like, I just can't even do it. I just have to stand here and hope I don't fall over. I literally stood there. It was probably a good 30, 40 seconds where I was like, I'm just here. I'm just trying. Me being here, standing in the upright position in this moment is an accomplishment. So I'm just going to go with this. And then when the wind goes down, I will then try to walk again. It was rough. Very, very rough. But otherwise, absolutely beautiful. Hey, Selena, how are you? Long time no see. How have you been? What's going on? It's my finals week in school, so I just had my last final exam for today. So yeah, I just it was rough. Beautiful day though. The weather was gorge, absolutely gorge. And then, but tomorrow it's dropping back down to 39, so it was very short-lived. Literally, it was okay. Let me tell you, this is Chicago's bipolar weather, right? So it's been freezing. This morning, up until the afternoon, it was like a straight hurricane. I'm talking about rain, pouring rain where I can't see out the window. It's so much rain. That stops. Then it's beautiful. And then the wind is so strong, I physically just have to, standing upright becomes an accomplishment. Like not walking, but just being able to not be tumbled over and roll down the street like a bale of hay. That was, that's how bipolar we are. And then tomorrow it's going to be 30-something degrees again. Freezing. So that is Chicago in 24 hours for you. That's how we do it here. It's just unbelievable. Oh, where are you now, Selena? When did you move? That's cool. So you understand. Were you here a long time? Maybe you don't understand. Maybe you were spared. You were spared the wind. But I'll be honest, I will take that type of wind over snow every day. Now, granted, it'll take me significantly longer to get everywhere, but I'll take it over the snow. Because the wind, although it physically was making it impossible for me to walk, was not cold, it wasn't bitter, and it wasn't slapping me painfully in the face. It was just physically paralyzing me for a short period of time. So I'll take that every day. I'll take it every day. Yeah, Selena, how long were you here? And where are you now? Oh, Milwaukee. Okay. Okay, so your parents are still here. So how long have you been in Milwaukee? I went to Milwaukee for the first time, I think 2 years ago for a conference. It was pretty. Milwaukee's like super small though. I feel like I was in the like of course like the downtown area. That's where the conference was, like at the convention center and stuff. And I did like a whole since I've been paying attention 100% of the talking with my hubby. Have you always lived in Chicago? Yep. Yep. So I went to Milwaukee like 2 years ago for a big conference, and that's actually, I want to say that was, except for when I went to New York for a day trip, Milwaukee was one of my personal bests in terms of steps for the day. I think I got like 26,000 steps when I was there, because and let me tell you, suggestion to anybody, Coach has some comfortable loafers, let me tell you, because I made a mistake. Went to the conference there. I took the Amtrak up, and then I forgot to bring freaking gym shoes to the conference. So I was literally in my little Coach loafers. You come to Chicago a lot, where your family live in Chicago on my grandma's side. I live in Chicago on my grandma's side. Okay, and what do you do? Just take the Amtrak, or do you drive? So I took the Amtrak down there from, here. It wasn't that long of a trip at all. And I literally walked. What do you all have? It was something you all have that was absolutely beautiful. Like a museum or something. It's like this white, it's like a white thing, like where there's a museum. Because me and my friend, we walked across the whole city, up and down and around the entire city. We ended up on the lakefront. There's like a little lake or river or whatever. And then we ended up at some museum. It's like white. Everything is white, and it's beautiful. Like there's long hallway of white inside the thing, and this big elevator you come out of, and you end up top. And it was absolutely gorgeous. You said you lived in New York before coming to Tampa. Our two children were born there. Ooh, so what part of New York? So I've only been in New York once. New York is someplace you absolutely have to go back to like 4 or 5 times. Ooh, what part of New York? So I went to, when I visited there, and that was my personal best in terms of steps. I think I got like 28,000 steps when I went there. Okay, you lived with your grandparents since you were 3 months. Okay. Yeah, New York is, I started in by the Statue of Liberty, and then went like all the way up Manhattan. So I went to, like, literally all of this was on foot, because we went for a day. It was like some really great tickets. I think they were only like $88 round trip. So we took it was a group of like 8 of us. We took the first flight out, and we came back on the last flight back to Chicago. So we spent the whole day on foot trying to see as much as absolutely possible. It was so much fun, you guys. I would recommend that to anybody. If you got like 100, the whole trip was like maybe $150, and that included like food and shopping and airfare. Anybody, if you have that kind of money, if you've never been somewhere, it's a great way to also see if you like it enough to want to go back for days and days and days. Because the worst thing is to spend all that money, go somewhere, and you're stuck there for 5 days and you hate it. So that's a great way to like try it out. So we literally went to like the Statue of Liberty, what do you call it? Wall Street, Ground Zero. You can't walk, so you don't drive. You can, you don't have to, what do you mean? Like you have a disability? Could you get like one of those scooters, like those motorized scooters? That'd be cool, actually, too. Because by the end of the day, I felt like I probably didn't want to walk for a few days, because we were on foot the whole time. So even if it's like a bike or one of those motorized scooters, you could do that as well, too. We went to, what do you call it? Chinatown and Soho, which I was like really under impressed with Soho. Can I just say? No judgment. I was just like, is this it? Like, I don't know. I was more impressed by Ground Zero. Ground Zero was like breathtaking. You were raised in Manhattan. You lived a little bit of Brooklyn. After you married, you lived in Queens. And so you just, all the boroughs. All the boroughs. It's like, you didn't, what is the only thing you missed? What, Harlem? That was it? Staten Island? That's the only place you haven't been, the only place you didn't live? That's pretty cool, though. So this is great, because I haven't been to any of those outside of Manhattan. Could you tell me which place you would recommend for the next time I go? Which place I should go to? Like, who has the I don't know, the best food or the best scenery or the best activities. It was a really great day because we also went to like Madison Square Garden. What do you call it? Madison Square Garden? Yeah, Madison Square Garden, Times Square, Central Park, Chinatown. Did I say that? I think I said that. We went there as well. We took the, what do you call it? I don't know what you all call it. The L? We call it the L too, but you all call it the L. It says you were born with a disability. So, are you able to get around with like one of the scooters? You've been in Florida for the last 20 years. Well, I don't think you picked a bad place to live. You got the best fruit, that's for sure. Let me tell you about that fruit. I was completely mesmerized. You got guava. You got guava. Like, I've never even heard of a guava. It was delicious. Delicious. It says you don't have a license. You have a permit though. That's fine. No, I mean like it's not a scooter like a moped or Vespa or a motorcycle. A scooter like, you know, in the grocery store. They have the scooters. Yeah. You could just use that, right? Could you use that? So you can like go around as long as you've got battery, you can plug in, hit the road. You can do it. That's an option. And of course, maybe you can't go, you know, as long of distance because you'd have to recharge, of course. But you could, would you speak to my daughter, Tiffany? You'd have to, I recommended you different places in New York. Oh, your daughters, Tiffany, too. Tell her I said hello, Tiffany. Has she had breakfast at Tiffany's? Because let me tell you, that is on my dream list of things to do. But you literally have to book a month in advance. Like, you can't just go and get a reservation. Like, the reservation's open. You have a scooter. Okay, great. So you can like explore. That's perfect. When the weather's good, you can explore. That's awesome. I've been trying to get to breakfast at Tiffany's forever. And you literally have to no, not you, please tell her to go. Go for me because I have not been able to freaking get a reservation in there. And I know that I'm probably going to have to pay more than I want to for the plane tickets to get there. But you can't be Tiffany and not have breakfast at Tiffany's. And she already lives there. There's no reason. There's no excuse, really. There's no excuse. Come on. She's got to go. And she's got to take pictures. You've got to send me the pictures. I've always wanted to go. That's just the cutest thing ever. That is the Tiffany having breakfast at Tiffany's. Like, hello, you got to tell her to go. And I don't think it's a little expensive, but it wasn't like as expensive as I would have expected. I feel like it's maybe 20, 30 bucks for the breakfast. And then, of course, it's not filling. You're going to have to eat after, but it's all about the ambiance and the experience. So it's okay. But I think you could probably do the whole thing for less than 50 bucks. It's more of like, of course, the experience of everything. That'd be like so much fun. That'd be like so much fun. What time is it? I'm trying to see. Unfortunately, I have to go to work tomorrow. I really want to take off, but I should probably go and be productive. So I'm feeling like I should head to bed soon. It's so nice to talk to everybody. It's a lot of fun. That's for sure. Who's still in here? I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow at the same time. Because I'm on spring break and life is great. So yeah, I'm going to head out now. Thank you everyone that joined. Whoever's still in here, thank you for joining me and giving me advice on my corroded tire. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Well, yes, you have a great night, and I'll definitely be on tomorrow. If you would like to join me again, we can continue this. I really need to know where I should go. Please ask Tiffany if she has any suggestions. If she, just the restaurant, best restaurants, or like which of those areas she would suggest to go to if I had just one day. Because typically, I think I definitely want to do another day trip, and so it would be like literally I'd be there for 10 hours. So I have to hit like all the major spots within 10 hours in that one day. So if she has any suggestions for the best places to hit, then I would really appreciate that. That'd be really helpful, because the first time I went, I was really just winging it, and it turned out great. But I think it might be more difficult to wing it in some place like the Bronx or Brooklyn. So any suggestions, I really appreciate it. And you enjoy that guava, man, just so good. I still want to come back. I want to go back to Florida because I went to Orlando and it was cool, but I feel like it was just a lot of resorts, which wasn't exactly fun because it's all about Disney World, you know. So, I was Tiffany about, yeah, tell her definitely. You have to, and you really have to be on top of it, because you have to, hey Valentina, how are you? What's up? So good to see you again. You have to book it. They literally open the registration on the day, I want to say 30 days before. So you have to like be on top of it. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely be back to Florida because I do want to go to Tampa, and I also want to go to, I am really great. I have my final exams today, and I only have one more extra credit assignment I'm going to do because hopefully I want to be an overachiever. And I'm on spring break for the next 2 weeks, so you're going to see a lot of me because I have like nothing to study for, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, I want to go to Tampa, of course, and Jacksonville, of course, and of course, Miami. I've never been to Miami. And so, final exam. Yeah, I had a final exam today. And so in my internal audit class. And so that's the title of my, this live, because I'm telling you, the professor was like just totally awful. She did not teach us anything. And it was like the whole quarter was like complete confusion. And I had no idea what to expect and no idea what was going on. And it was just like awful. And I was just like, I can't even like live life like this. So I'm just so happy it's over. I'm like so happy it's over. And I can't wait to enjoy the next 2 weeks on Springle. No, it's real. I had look, I have my book. This is my book. So I'm taking internal audit class, and see, I got my questions. Like, I bought this book. I got my questions. I like went through and like did all the questions and took notes. You can see my crazy notes when I'm trying to answer, figure out what's going on. When I'm confused, I'm trying to like figure out how to answer them. So yeah, I've been in the class since January. It's one of 2 classes that I was taking. The other one was an audit analytics class, which was the best ever. Best class, best professor, just wonderful experience. But this class, the teacher was just non-teaching. Like, she wasn't teaching us. So it was like pretty depressing all quarter. I'm just really happy it's over. Hopefully I'll get an A. On all the assignments, I've gotten A's, and on the midterm, I got a B+. And the midterm was worth like 25%. So the final exam was worth 30%, which is a big chunk. That's a lot. So hopefully I did good on it. So I did like all of these practice questions. There's like 125 of them. So I've just been doing those and trying to figure out what the answer is. And if I got the answer wrong, like figuring out why the other answers were wrong, so I could know. The good thing though is the professor used some of the questions out of this book. So there were like a couple of questions where the exam, it was for, I was taking internal audit, corporate governance, and internal control. That's the class. And so it's a part of like this, it relates to this exam, CIA exam, which is a certified internal auditor. So that's what I want to be one day when I grow up, right? So this class covered a lot of the topics on the exam. And so the good thing is she took some questions like literally out of this booklet. We're on the exam, so I'm so happy that I got it. Yeah, I'm doing a master's degree. So the good thing is after this quarter, this just ended, I only have 2 more quarters left. So next quarter, I'm taking 3 classes, and then I only have 2 classes left, and I'm done with the whole degree because I started this time last March. So I'm like just so excited, so excited. I've never been so excited. Like I'm more excited to end classes now, not because I want the classes to be over, but because I'm almost done, you guys. Like I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Super, super excited. So yeah, so next quarter I'll be taking strategic valuation as a class. I'll be taking data mining, and I'll also be taking advanced IT auditing. So I'm really, 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 really excited about advanced IT auditing because I think that's like super cool auditing, like IT systems and stuff. And then the data mining, I'm dreading, absolutely dreading, just to be perfectly honest. It's not going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be fun, but I'm going to try to stay positive. I'm going to try to stay positive. And then the strategic valuation class I'm taking is an accelerated class. So it's only 4 sessions, 4 all-day sessions. So like from 8 to 5 on a Friday, Saturday, and then I'm done with the whole class. But 8 to 5, 4 times is a long day. But I took a class, same professor, different topic, like 2 quarters ago, and it was like so much fun. It was a lot of fun. So I'm excited about that class. That class won't mentally stress me out. The only class I'm worried about is the data mining class. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just happy that I get 2 weeks off, the next 2 weeks. It says when I started doing my master's 20 years ago, I got pregnant with my son, and everyone, oh Lord, you should go back. It's never too late. Why are you waiting? Why didn't you go back? You now, granted, you probably will have to start over because those credits probably won't last. Wouldn't have lasted this long, but you should go back. And that's funny too. I was talking to one of my classmates about it, and we were really talking about it, and we were like, getting a degree is like the easiest thing on the world, the easiest thing in the world. The hardest part is when life happens. It's literally not the actual classes that are hard. It's juggling it with like your real life. That's what makes it difficult. Things like getting pregnant or getting married, or God forbid you get sick with like cancer or something, or a family member gets sick and you have to take care of them. Like that's what'll completely throw you off. It's not even the class per se. Like for me, the classes that I'm doing, all of them, I really enjoy and love the classes. Like it's been fun and I'm learning a lot of information, but it's like juggling the classes with working full time as well and trying to become YouTube famous. YouTube famous. It's hard in these YouTube streets. It's tough. It's like it's a full-time job, and I don't even have kids and I'm not married. So imagine like the people who are married who have kids who are trying to do all of that or something else, or they have to take care of a sick family member, or themselves they are sick. Like that's a lot. It's really hard. It's harder to juggle life than it actually is just to go to the class and take the class and learn the material. Like that's literally the easy part. It's tough. Definitely tough. So the good thing is I was doing it in sociology, and it was way too many studies and such. Yeah, you should definitely go back though. It's never ever too late to go back. Like when I'm done with this one, if I can find somebody to pay for it, I would definitely just go get another one, like another degree, because I actually enjoy. I'm learning a lot of stuff that I wouldn't learn just being at work. Like all of the things I'm learning, I don't learn like when I'm at work, like from my job. So it's just so much fun to like learn new skills. Every class is a skill. Every class is like a different area. So it's been like so much fun. I've had like a blast. You should absolutely go back, especially if your kids are grown now. Like, what are you waiting for? Outside of the money, because it's expensive. It can be expensive depending on where you go. It can be very expensive. You should definitely go back, especially if you like don't have any more children. If you've got your health, you're not taking care of someone else that's maybe having health problems, make time. Because even if you don't you can use it professionally. You use it professionally, and it's just good to keep your own mind churning. You said you're taking care of your assets. What assets? What assets? Like property? You mean assets like what assets? I'll just let you finish. Care of my assets. Oh, you have properties. Oh, look at you. You can do both. Properties with an ES. Yes, I hope to be like you one day. Your business, that's what's up. It's never too late to learn something, especially if it's something you're interested in. It makes it so much easier when you're actually interested in the topic. Not that anybody would be going to school for, hopefully nobody's going to school for something they're not interested in. No more school for you. It's never too late. It's definitely never too late. So how many properties do you have? And do you have any recommendations for someone that, I don't have any properties, but it's always been a dream of mine since I was very little to own multiple like apartment buildings or some sort of properties. Do you have any suggestions for like how to get properties, retain properties, keep properties, manage properties? Because that's something I'm definitely interested in. I have a few properties in my business. That's awesome. See, you're like me looking into my future because I want to be a business owner and have properties. So nice. It's wonderful. They were just chatting. Wait, so is your business like with your husband, the tires? Yeah, I hope so. I figure like now I'm in my 30s, I gotta like make things happen, you know, like come up with a master plan. And it's something that, you know, you have to work on little by little, consistently over time, and eventually you'll be able to see something grow. That's pretty cool. Hey, Amma, how are you? How's it going? Happy Thursday. Thumbs it up. We're just chatting about businesses and owning properties and grad school. Because I'm in grad school, I'm getting my master's. It's not little. Thanks for thumbsing it up. How are you doing today? What's new with you? Yeah, that's my goal. Over the next decade, I want to work on trying to achieve some of those things. Just take little baby steps and be consistent and keep like the ultimate goal in view, in focus, so I don't get distracted. I was trying to think what like if there was another master's that I could get that would help me even with a business. I would want it. I don't know what that would be though. Like what other masters I could get, or it doesn't have to be a master's. It could be like different certifications, but definitely something to help me like with the business aspect of running a business. The good thing is that you are preparing yourself for everything. Good. Yeah, I'm trying. It helps with knowledge is power. So wherever I need to be like for the next decade, I need to be like a sponge and just soak it all up wherever I can get. And it's crazy too, because when you kind of get your mind into a place of like where you're trying to learn different things, over time, you just literally have to be a sponge. And when you're really committed to doing that, I'm telling you, information literally just falls in your lap from all these different places where you otherwise maybe wouldn't have noticed it or wouldn't have known what to do with it. But it definitely opens information, like just opens itself up to you. So I'm definitely right now in the sponge stage where I'm trying to just soak up as much information as possible wherever I can get it. So I think that'll help me over time with that. But I want to be like you when I grow up. I definitely want to have, I've always wanted to have multiple properties. I've had your business for 10 years now. Yep. And so question, when you started your business, did you, like, have you always had like an entrepreneurial spirit? Or do you think you saw an opportunity and you just tried it out and it worked for you? No, it's true. It's definitely goals. And you always have to like surround yourself with the people that have achieved what you want and are where you want to be. So you can kind of like, you can just be a sponge. Is it something you, when you started your business, is it something where you knew like, oh, I'm going to start a business? Or did it, the opportunity kind of just unfold over time? Opportunity, and it did work for me. Yeah, that's great. Yep. It's always smart. You have to be open to have a, I don't know how to say it, like have a good clear picture on what actually is an opportunity, and so you can make sure you seize all of them. That's pretty cool. It could be one little opportunity, and it literally doesn't even have to be the same as the end, what the end result will be, but one little opportunity or open door can like lead you completely somewhere else where you never thought it could in the beginning. If you're like, just have to be consistent and stick with it and be in a mindset to just keep grow with it, I guess, grow with it, or know how to grow it. If that makes sense. Oh, this is great. If you're available, I would definitely like to pick this conversation back up tomorrow. Maybe you can give us some like those that want to be entrepreneurs, some inspiration or some motivation or some tidbits or tips to like keep in mind when we're trying to like start a business, or if we have an opportunity that maybe it's not a business per se, maybe it's just an opportunity to do something different or something else. Like any tips you could think of for us, because I'll be back on tomorrow, same time. I'm gonna head to bed now because I have to go to work tomorrow, which kind of sucks. It really kind of sucks, but I guess I can't complain because it's Friday and I'll be off the next day. So, but it was great to talk to you. And definitely tell Tiffany she has to go to breakfast at Tiffany's. It's only right. It's only right. So yeah, I'm gonna head to bed now. I hope you all, and it's late. You're an hour ahead too. It's late where you are as well. I didn't hear what you just said. No, I just said make sure you tell Tiffany to go to breakfast at Tiffany's. And if you have any tips or anything for like people who want to be entrepreneurs or just seizing opportunity as it comes, or business owners or property owners, I'll be on tomorrow if you're free. You could share some tips with us maybe if you like, one just, how to stay motivated and how to seize the opportunities that become available to us. That'd be great. Because I definitely, over my next decade, want to like shift my life into a place that'll help me build and grow, as I flourish in the future. And so I can retire well. That's the goal, isn't it? Retire well. Whether that be financially, health, spiritually, mentally, all those good things. Yep, just gotta stay focused. Have some sort of a vision and keep it a priority. See, I'm gonna head to bed now. It was great chatting with you. I will be definitely around a lot over these next few weeks while I have break. So happy to have a break. I feel like I've been missing from the YouTube world while I've been working towards the end of my quarter. So I'm happy to be back. All right, you have a great night too. I will talk to you soon.